Hey Leo, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your general read for the month of July. Leo, this is going to be, and for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Leo, also know it's a general read, you guys, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is more of a spirit guidance kind of reading. I do these once a month if you're first time here. Also, I do channel messages prior to opening the read. I usually like specifically for the general reads, I sit with all the signs on a separate day and I tap into the energies of what the transitions are and the guidance for each sign. So we're just going to get into it because I'm a little pressed for time, Leo. We're going to do some sound healing this time around at the end. I did it for the beginning for all the other reads, but for you I'll do it at the end. Because I feel these shifts are definitely something that we need to feel within our emotional body due to all the transit shifts that we've been having, like all the cosmos shifts. And so a lot of people have been definitely experiencing a lot of internal work, internal shadow, and there's been a lot of shadow work for the past couple of years. But this is an understanding that's happening, and I feel this activation is really useful for what's to come. And I feel people need to really set the tone and really just take ownership of it. So as I did last month, we're doing 3D environment and your spiritual growth, soul growth environment. I also did last month, which I want to do, I probably will continue to do it, is a main energy that each sign is experiencing with the tarot. I choose one card. Not that I choose it, I let spirit choose it for me. And so for you, the main energy was 6 of Pentacles. And you know what, that kind of makes sense. You know, for the past couple of months, I've been feeling Leos really reassessing, needing to open and up and get out of the comfort zone to have a new outlook on things. And so the channel messages I got for you, Leos, were time to reassess, right? And so finding a new outlook on situations, circumstances, and relationships. And this has been a pattern for some time in my general reads for Leo energy and for the collective that I've been picking up. You are protected, and your guides and, your guides and the universe is speaking to you. And step out of your comfort zone. So, I mean, I feel like this was, it's really a final, I think this final reassess and push, it's a time to just take advantage of it, Leos, because I feel like I've been getting this for some time. But anyways, let's see, Spirit is speaking, Rao. Yeah, see, so surrender negative thinking. This is that finding a new outlook, right? And it's like the thinking tends to kind of mold the outer world. And so this, I have been feeling this for some time for Leo. So you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations, right? And just like I said, channel message is time to reassess. So there is a refocus, a shift in mind, a shift in perspective. You are the sun, Leos. So, sorry guys, give me a second. Jeez, interesting. And what fell, I'm going to put these back, but these are cards that actually fell to the floor for no reason, which is emotional loss, partnership and alliance, and solar plexus. These are 2 3s, Empress energy. But this is your life force, life purpose. Again, like I said, outlooks, shifting the outlook, because there's just a lot of discontent, unfulfillment with the alliances that you have. This could be job situations, relationships, family, you know, very overburdened. But we're going to keep moving. I put those back. We'll shuffle that later. but that makes a lot of sense for the energies. So Spirit, this is the spiritual journey oracles. We're going to see what the spiritual transition is for you as well. So let's see what Spirit has for us. Spirit, what is the spiritual transition for our Leos? Okay, so we've got imparting wisdom. Your ancestors are watching over you. What would they do in this situation? Listen, they will tell you. I'm telling you, Leos. That's why I got that channel message. You are protected, and the universe and your guides are speaking to you. They're watching over you, and it's a constant reminder, and I feel it's happening. You know, the way the universe speaks to us, and, you know, what the unseen, how our ancestors tap into us is through our emotional body, mainly through our emotional body. And so when you're very in tuned, that's why the thinking patterns have to be reassessed here, because it's like they're watching you. So if they're giving you emotions, it's to push. And, you know, Leos, you guys are very fixed energy, so it can be very, getting out of your comfort zone is not the easiest, and you don't adjust to change, just like the other fixed signs, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. And so your ancestors are watching over you. What would they do in this situation? Listen, they will tell you. And so this is about really paying attention at this point. I really feel this is a closing, and I feel like they truly want you to reach out. All right, so let's see, what is the other overarching energy for Leos? You know, I really am feeling some depressive energy here. So we have purpose. I know what I am here to do, right? And so this is redefining your purpose. Again, some of you lost your sense of purpose, and, you know, it's hard to find it when when things are constantly in the same place. And that's why they want you to step out of your comfort zone, because it truly is on the other side. You know, it's time to switch the game up, Leos, you know. So all right, let's see what else we've got here for Leos. What is the full moon energy for Leos? Prosperity lies ahead. Again, this is the what lies ahead, really shifting that energy where you trust. Also, this is energy in Taurus, another fixed sign, but, you know, being more of a grounded, finding a grounded, because earth signs are in the more grounded energy. So you guys are fire, so your emotions can be when in a space of shadow, your emotions can just be outburst, very cyclical as well. And so then the grounding kind of you lose balance on the bottom. And so this is a space of having to reground yourself, really. And like we saw that solar plexus energy, where is it? Yeah, you know, that solar plexus, this is your life force. This is why you wake up in the morning. And so it's like redefine that purpose, redefine your emotions, what they mean to you. It's like really, really tap into that side of yourself to reignite your soul and your spirit. Now, for those who clicked on this video and you're in a happy, dandy place, this is not the video for you. Clearly, this is not going to be the guidance for you. I just don't want to hear it in the comments. You know, I've had a few Leos in prior, especially with these general reads, who are very insulting, and it's fine if you're not in this space. Then respect. I think people need to understand, and every sign, you know, needs to understand. Not everybody's in the same space, and when tarot is about spirit guidance, when you're happy and dandy, you might not be here in a tarot reading. So if you're happy and dandy and insulting my videos, then you're still not happy and dandy, right? Because you shouldn't be insulting. You should actually be showing in the comments support to all your fellow Leos as well. Like, that's how you give good karma. Okay, so I just had to put, I think that's that Leo energy in me right now. Give you guys a little taste. Just because I'm spiritual doesn't make me, I got my little sass. All right, so Leos, let's see what the main energies are on your 3D here. What is the main energies for the 3D? I mean, seriously, Leos, look at this. Rest and rejuvenate, R&R, right? Time to reassess. This is a space of reassessment and what you need to walk away. Literally, the words are as clear as day here. Walking away. It truly is. There's a lot to just release here. Give me on the spiritual soul growth here. Beautiful. I love what's in the bottom. All tied up in the temple path. Again, stuck energy, stagnant energy, comfort zone, and the temple path is the spiritual path. I really feel this is the ancestors, right? In the temple path, this is where you get to hear your guides. You see all the lights here, the illumination. Those are the angels. Those are the spirit. This is the unseen. The lights are usually the unseen in this path. And so when you finally start to listen, because I feel like this is really in your soul, they're trying to speak and show you where there are attachments still, and really trying to move you and redirect you so you can actually move, you know, because prosperity does lie ahead. There is good fortune and abundance on the other side. I do want to, of course, Leos, you guys are so strong. Cornucopia, angel strength. This is your card here. Embodying your element, where you're the sun, and so there's a lot of abundance. Prosperity does lie ahead. There's a lot of fulfillment on the other side, but you know, this can be seasonal. You guys probably, again, there's a lot of the cosmos are on water energy too, on I believe Cancer, and so you know, you're not, some may not thrive if you don't have water elements in your main energies, as in your rising and your moon especially. So let's see, Spirit. All right, what else we have here for the 3D for our Leos, please? I mean, devil energy, Leos. I mean, can't even make this up. That's for Leos. Okay. And for soul growth, please. Soul growth. This magician has been showing up so much in the reads, and I love it. We'll get into it because you guys know how I do. These readings are never short. I do elaborate, and so I do that with love and intentions. So Leos, I mean, seriously, devil energy, again, I just think that's the comfort zone. That's the negative thing. It's more of a thinking pattern. It's more of an emotional state. And so here about movement, choices, and decisions, right? Again, reassessing. This is a reassessing stage, very similar to what we're seeing here, right? You needing to move forward, kind of like reassess situations, reassess everything in life, because that's what this guidance really is. It's about reassessing your work, your relationships. This is about moving you through, right? Your soul moving you through this 3D. How does your internal world operate, you know, and how it reflects in your outer world. And right now in your outer world, you know, it's interfering. It's more of like interference. And so, I mean, we all been there. It's not pointing fingers here, Leo, it's you. No, it's just a state, right? It's a season. And so, I mean, you guys have 3 major arcanas here. So we have Judgment and Harmony, which is the Lovers. And some of you, it is walking away from a connection. For others of you, it's how you view connections. If you're single, it's how you view connections. And in your heart, in your 3D, it's never satisfying, right? It's always this toxic energy, or not in alignment. It doesn't necessarily need to be toxic. I think people tend to, you know, when having negative experiences, right, in your relationship, in your connections, and I'm going to speak about romantic connections specifically in this moment. Lately, there's a lot of labeling of toxicity, and although yes, it does exist, but there are three kind of people. There are the healthy human beings, right, and then there are the broken human beings, and then there are the toxic human beings. And so you have to know which one you're dealing with. Now, this clearly is not a healthy human being, whether it's within yourself or within someone in your immediate like surrounding, because obviously this has to do with what's in your surrounding as well, Leo. But what's in our surrounding, remember, it's a reflection of what's in our internal. So, you know, this is a realignment and a reality check for us as well when we're moving through our lives and our journey, and constantly and that's why the reassessment is required, because when we stay in our comfort zone, then we don't expand and we don't grow, and nothing in our outer world changes. And so here your ancestors want you to pay attention, right? They're saying, what would they do in this situation? Like, it's almost like a get real, like, you know, and it's about decisions. And so if your outer surroundings are not in alignment of where your soul truly wants to be, and I feel this judgment has to do with harmony, because this is a 6. This is alignment of relationships overall, family, friends, but intimate relationships as well. Then this is a reassessment of where you're at and what you need to walk away from, right? What's not an energetic match to you anymore. And only you can make that decision, right? Now, obviously, there are going to be other factors involved, right? Where there's, for some of you, when it comes to relationships, it will be children, most definitely, or assets, right? Assets where there are combined financial assets with your person. And so having to make away with those decisions is not going to be easy, right? Because moving through those will constantly cause lots of battles in the mind with this devil energy, right? And then create a lot of negative thinking, because you're just in a negative I mean, it's not a it's a from a perspective of negative mindset, but not really. It's a move through, right? And so when you start embarking more into your spiritual journey, you start to see the polarities of life, right? The differences, the opposites of why, but also the duality. And the duality of life is what creates the depths of your character and your experiences. So these experiences are really just a development of you, and, you know, redirecting you to your sense of purpose, your sense of direction, and what's in alignment with that sense of direction, if you know what I'm saying here, Leo. Leos, you guys, between you, Capricorn, and I think Pisces as well, Aquarius here too, are always so deep with the readings. All right, so let's just pull some clarifiers here. Spirit, give me more on this rest and rejuvenation. I mean, Knight of Cups. And I want to point out, bottom of the deck is the Emperor. And this is taking the lead of, again, where you put your emotions to, where you contribute your water. I mean, Leos are not comfortable in water, right? So this reassessment is because you're probably a little more in your emotions. And that doesn't make you weak. Emotions are not a weak thing. Vulnerability is where the strength is. When you face your vulnerabilities, it's how you liberate yourself from this. Because now there's no fear. And so really establishing the emotions and the space where you're at in this reassessment of who you give your cup to. Again, relationships, family, like who you're giving your energy. It's energy always. And really taking the lead of your sense of direction and ownership to that pouring out that you're doing. Is it really reflecting where you want it to, where you want to be? Wow, Leos. All right, so this, I didn't say, but I'm gonna just point out here. So we have the Four of Cups, the Sun, and the Four of Wands. For some of you, you guys can be going through a spiritual awakening for sure. May have a divine partnership, ascension going on here due to a divine partnership. But this is a reassessment. This is also stabilizing. So you have 2 4s here. And I feel this reassessment is an illumination, your energy, which I feel Leo season. You're Leo, you tend to vibrate more. You enjoy your season. And it's always a reevaluation of the year, right? And so this is a reassessment this is the same energy as this, not really. More is Four of Swords, is rest and rejuvenation. Four of Cups is where you lack the discontent, which we did feel with that Five of Cups that fell to the floor before. But this is an illumination of what needs to be grounded. Again, it's where you're pouring your cups to, like in terms of your stability, your happiness. Truly, Sun and the Four of Wands. It's a need to make a decision of how you're going to celebrate life. Where is it that there is this discontent, and also knowing to be grateful for what is good in because not everything is bad, right? You can't, not everything in your life is terrible, but there is a need for gratitude as well in that space. So Spirit, give me more on this walking away. Give me more on this walking away. Action. So here we are with the Knight of Wands. And so this is walking away, taking initiatives. This is true action. And the wands are about the soul. So this is an activation, taking action towards your soul, your passions. Again, what truly ignites you. And it's rejuvenating that side, that energy within you. We do have the Six of Cups. For some of you, of course, is leaving past energies. Two of Pentacles here, and there goes that Five of Cups again. So there's a balancing. And you know what, Leos, you guys are loyal. So sometimes this sense of loyalty ties you here in your spiritual, all tied up, right? Ties you, bonds you to connections that don't serve you on a long term. So Spirit, give me more on this Devil, please. Why is the Devil here? Leos, look, the emotions. I'm telling you, Three of Swords. And, this is Star in the bottom. This is a healing, but also the water energy that's happening here, which is why I said maybe some of you are not more comfortable with all the water energies that's we're experiencing here, especially on Cancer. But this is a realignment. This is a realignment to you and a healing space where you're pouring. Where is it you're pouring your water, right? Here she is. She's pouring water to nourish the ground, and then she's pouring water to to fill up, her water, right? To refill herself. So there's a lot of refilling of the emotions, but it's also identifying where you're pouring it to with this Devil energy, also within your thoughts, right? Because the emotions and the Three of Swords can put you in a very low energy space where it's, your heart's broken, this discontent, the discouragement, but this is again, finding the positive outlook here. So this is a transmuting stage either way. Either way, it's here with this decision here. I'm pretty sure there is motion happening that needs to happen in the future here, or initiatives here with this Knight of Wands. It's very good on this movement, choices, and decisions. You know, I will say there's confusion. Yeah, I mean, we've got this movement, choices, and decisions is the Two of Pentacles. And here we go with the Two of Pentacles again. So Two of Pentacles confirming Two of Pentacles. And there's a lot that is being weighed out here. We also have the Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, you guys, the Death energy, and the Ace of Pentacles. Why? Because whatever is being weighed out here, one, you're getting clear. So this space is basically going to give you a clear perspective of this Wheel of Fortune, because this is also Spirit co-creating with you. And allowing the change to happen with the Death energy, because things need to just kind of be done with. And again, Wheel of Fortune reflects all the fixed signs. And so here we have you, Leo, where change may not be, again, as easy for you, which is why Spirit is saying, again, channel message, step out of your comfort zone, right? This is a space of finding a new outlook on situations, circumstances, and relationships, and allowing things to die when they're ready to die and not holding on to them. Because in the other side, in your 3D, Ace of Pentacles is what you would want the most, right? Is a new beginning. It's a number one, and the one is the self. As we also have a Magician energy here in your soul evolution, which is a number one. And so there is an evolution happening within your soul and spirit, which again, when the lessons are learned here within your soul, that number one will reflect on a 3D level. Once you put to bed what needs to be put to bed, right? Let's see here. So we've got judgments. We're getting more on this Judgment. Yeah, grounding. King of Pentacles. So obviously this is grounding your energy. There goes that Four of Swords energy again. And this is allowing yourself to have that space in this Judgment. This is a wake-up call, right? Of, again, stabilizing your life. And in this space, you get to do that. It's a reassessment, which is only leading you to being more firm and standing as this King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles is about investments. So where you invest your time and energy, you know, is definitely in review in this moment, in this space, in this rest and rejuvenation, this Four of Swords in review. So let's see what this harmony, geez, oh my goodness, give me more on this harmony. Beautiful, Leos. I mean, this is like a waiting period. So for some of you, harmony, lovers with the Two of Swords and the Ace of Cups. You know, and a lot of you, it really is, there is a space of relationships here, your intimate connections. Those who I'm speaking to, singles, where it's almost like until the shift happens, you'll kind of always be trying to control. I feel a controlling with this Two of Swords, because it's almost like you're not comfortable with what you can't see. And so what you've seen so far is kind of a projection, a constant projection, which doesn't align you to what you truly want. And you know, the lovers, it's okay. You want a genuine connection, a genuine relationship that allows you to be with this, again, a number one, fresh emotions. 3D, number one, there's a lot of freshness that is in the horizon, but it's about aligning yourself with what lies ahead, right? Prosperity lies ahead. And so this is about igniting your faith. And so that's why your ancestors and your protections here, because there is a loss of sense of purpose, but also recognizing that only you can define what that purpose is, and only you can define what those initiations are, and what that beginning, you know, can look for you and the reality you're going to choose to live in. And so if this is what you want, you can have it, but you can't close yourself out, right? And guard yourself and kind of, you know, put the blindfolds, and then also for some of you, go along these connections aimlessly either, right? It has to be with some sense of direction. And, you know, I do want to say here, right, it's whatever you invest in, the Seven of Pentacles. So it's a waiting period, and it's going to require some level of patience from your part, but it's what you invest your time in, right? Again, the truth here, the judgment here is, the reassessment here is who you're investing, how you're going to invest your time going forward. Ooh, Leo, that was deep. All right, so we're going to pull, I want to see some mirroring with another deck here on your soul's evolution. I think, Leos, you guys are going to be my longest read because we're already 30 minutes in. So, Spirit, give me more on this all tied up here for Leos. Give me more on this all tied up. Wow, so there's the High Priestess, 8 of Wands, and the Sun, and 10 of Cups here. I feel this is just the mindset, right? And High Priestess is allowing yourself to tap more into this intuition and releasing more of untying yourself. You see how she's tied up, you know, releasing. I feel like a tightness within the body, and it has to do with an internal job here. That's why the Temple path is here. And so this is about trusting your intuition, also increasing that faith that I mentioned, and allowing the movement. You've got both 8 of Wands and the Sun here, which both reflect Leo season, your season, right? August as well. And so allow these shifts, the activation. I've been talking about this Leo activation for some time because I always feel Leo season definitely ignites people and prepares them, and it's like a propeller for the next few months of the year if you put timelines in that way. But this is also your birthday month. You're in probably a reflective stage where, you know, some of you do put that thought of, you know, I'm turning so and so, and these are the things I thought, this is where I thought I would be, and this is what I want. And it's almost like kind of releasing that thinking, that thought, right? And being more of in a state of faith when it comes to what your desires are, because either way there's an illumination happening and a charging forward moving happening. Will you take advantage, right? How much do you want this 10 of Cups? It also is a reflection. So this is a reflection to me. The sun again reflects everything in your life. And so however you apply this energy, because the 8 of Wands really is an energy, so it's an energy surge. However you apply this energy surge, and whatever it illuminates, are you watching? Are you paying attention? Are you seeing, right? All the unseen, right? The things you can't see. Also, are you seeing all the things you're refusing to see, right? So let's see what we got here for the Temple path, Spirit. More on the Temple path for Leos. 6 of Cups. So you've got where did we see 6? Oh, it was in the bottom. This is again the past, and so there's a lot about the past here. I also feel, because we have Temple path here, this is definitely a reflection of the past, but the 6 of Cups has to do with past lives, and a lot of times it's also spirits on the other side. And so this is what I'm saying. This is a protected, on the other side, you are protected and your guides are speaking to you. So you do have your ancestors coming here. So they're imparting wisdom. They're imparting wisdom during this path, this Temple path. This is their illumination. And, you know, as they say, listen, they will tell you. So that's where this Magician energy comes in. And you have the Ace of Swords here. So this is fresh energy being gifted. And so your ancestors are giving you initiation with the Wands. And the Magician is about transmuting, right? All the lessons learned, because the Magician carries all of the tools of the Tarot. So we're giving on this Magician energy. Yeah, beautiful. With the Hierophant. And this is a reestablishing of conventional thinking. Truly is, you know, how to bring the spiritual to the 3D. You have their High Priestess, which is the spiritual realm, where you increase the faith with the unknown and the trusting and the intuition. And then you bring it to the 3D with the Hierophant, right? And so it is, the Hierophant can be stuck, again, Taurus energy. But this is also, with the Magician, is transmuting all that conventional thinking, right? You can have higher reasoning with this. You can gain and you can find new ways. And so this is reestablishing where the comfort zones were, because we can get into our comfort zone with old belief systems and ways of being and living and acting. So Spirit, give me more on this Ace of Swords. You know, this Two of Pentacles has not left. It was in the bottom before and I didn't mention it. And here it is back again, which we have the decisions, right? So it's Two of Pentacles is a very important decision making here. And these moves and these shifts in your life will only happen if you really reduce the noise and allow movement to happen, and really redefine the things you're stuck on and release yourselves and free yourself from whatever you're tied up on. So this Ace of Swords is clarity, gaining, also very much crown chakra. The swords are about the crown chakra. And this is, you know, Knight of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. Your emotions, the nines, you guys know I love the nines, which is the self and finding your emotional well-being, you know, your emotional balance. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I do love that it's combined with the Knight of Pentacles, because it's slow, right? It is slow, but it's methodical. It's thought out. It's also embracing this King of Pentacles energy of how you're investing your time. And so this is how you're thinking of how you're investing your emotions. Again, there's a lot about water and your emotions, and mentally how it influences your emotions, how the mind, right, what's happening in your crown influences on a day-to-day how you process your days, and your, you know, emotionally how your emotions are attached to how you go about your days, your time, and how you use your time. And so there's a lot of clarity being illuminated here in the crown as well, of having to find and think new ways on how you use your time and who you invest your time and emotions here. So Spirit, give me more on this firm foundation. Here we have a 4 again. You know how I said this is about your foundation, your root. So Spirit, give me more on this firm foundation for Leos. Ace of Swords in the bottom. Wow, Leos. So look at what we've got here. The World and the Nine of Swords, right? Obviously, it's a transitional period, right? A lot is going to go on. And in the mind, again, 2 nines, I want to point out. That's why I love the nines. So here you're about your emotions, but here is the conflict in the mind about the emotions, right? How you process. And so the 9, it's about a cycle, understanding cyclical patterns in your life and what needs to be moved through. Then we have the 10 of Swords, right? What we need to put to end with the Death energy, Wheel of Fortune, the World. There's a lot about cycles ending and 10s here. 3 of Wands is having a more positive outlook on life, right? Because what happens again? Prosperity lies ahead, because you're redefining that sense of direction, that sense of purpose. And again, we've got the Star, which we saw before, because it's realigning you. This is a realignment to where your soul wants to be, right? Where your happiness truly lies. This is a wish fulfillment. And so this is clearly an ownership and a redefining of what that sun, that illumination where you're tied up, is going to free you from, and then realign you, and have you feeling more optimistic here with the Three of Wands and the Star about what's to come. But that obviously it's in the foundation, right? In the root chakra, Four of Pentacles, and also releasing, letting go. The Four of Pentacles in these decks can be very closed. I do want to point out we've got the Ace of Swords again. So a lot of crown chakra, a lot of things in the mind. And I feel again that negative thinking. This is a time to really, it's not just the mind, it's the emotions, and aligning your emotions and your mind again to kind of settle and stabilize. And it's a space of self and inner awareness either way. So you get to redefine what that is for you, and then really move towards a different direction. But it's all in your doing, because the nines are the self, and the Magician is also the self. This is for me, Magician energy is accountability to ourselves and our lives based off of the experiences and our seasons where we are and whatever we're processing in that number one energy, that initiation process of a new beginning, which is an introduction to the world, the ending of one cycle and the beginning of another, and what we want. So Spirit, what is the major arcana shift here for Leos, please? Love it. The Empress energy. And this is creativity and abundance. And this is what lies ahead, right? Main energy is Six of Pentacles for you guys, like I said in the beginning. Six of Pentacles is, again, how you're giving your energy. And so there's a need of harmonization, again, because you do have the Lovers and the Six. This is how you're investing, but the Six of Pentacles is on a 3D level. And so it's who you're giving your time to. And that's where the reassessment is happening. But creativity and abundance. And I feel this has a lot to do with that reassessment and the thinking too. So, dear one, you're being called to action, right? Which is what I said. That reassessment, I mean, that's judgment energy right here, right? So when you're called to action, when judgment happens, truth happens, right? This card in this deck is called Truth. It's like a sit-down moment. You're being called to action to reflect, reestablish what you're investing your energy to, right? This is about creativity and abundance. So it's about your long-term investments. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are. It's a time of great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects or becoming a parent. Follow your passion so that abundance and prosperity manifests for you. And this is just truth, you know, again, purpose, redirecting your sense of purpose for a lot of you, of what that is. So Spirit, what is the guidance for our Leos? Thank you. Learning. Time to reflect on your life lessons. I mean, this is the same thing we've been saying here. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming. But what you have been through is coming to perspective. New ways of looking at things are now being shown. And again, that is that channel message, finding a new outlook on situations, circumstances, and relationships. It's going to require you to come to an understanding, to step out of that comfort zone. Again, a time to reflect on your life lessons. What you have been through is coming to perspective, Leos. New ways of looking at things are now being shown. And your ancestors, that's what they're seeing. Your ancestors are watching over you. What would they do in this situation? Listen, they will tell you. So Leos, we're going to close it with some sound healing, because I feel, due to these energies, I feel this is more about us tapping more into our emotional body, our internal world, and also our subconscious and our conscious. Now, if this message didn't resonate, I'm sure that those would have clicked off the channel. But if you're still here, allow yourself to tune into with the sound into your body and what you've received. Take Take what only aligns and leave what doesn't. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do one more. I did it in threes due to the fact of the Empress energy, because it's about creativity and fertility, right? It's about moving us through life and fertilizing our foundations and our lives always. And so this space of reassessment for you, Leo's, definitely strong in Empress energy and reflection and new perspectives to bring about what you truly want. So this is your read, Leo. Thank you for stopping by here at Larisa Lili Temperance. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoy my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message, bye.